Okay, maybe I'll try that. Yeah.
It's funny. I mean, you can get whatever you want for any amount.
You know, people are probably saying, look at these drug addicts looking down. They're looking down at us saying, oh, these are just drug addicts doing all these drugs and stupid millennials taking all these drugs. Well, guess what, buccos?
We love them.
You're all on fucking lorazepam and shit, so don't even start with me.
They're not on lorazepam. They're on, like, Neurontin.
They're on crazy shit. So many people I know that are like, I've never done drugs. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. But then, like, in the next breath, they're like, so my doctor just prescribed, like, Klonopin and, like, all this. And I'm like, you're
that's terrible
on
for
drugs. You know that, right? Like,
Like, so bad for you.
Like, you're on... I tell people, like, you're on opiates right now. Like, you're, you're on hard drugs. And they're like, but my doctor. It's like, yeah.
It gave you the most concentrated version
of a hardcore
heroin.
drug that you are taking daily. And you're just like, what?
My father takes 60 milligrams of morphine a day. A day.
Oh,
and it's like,
God.
How do you even think?
Why? Is he in a lot of pain?
He's just old and in a lot of pain. And, like, he takes that and takes some other things, some, like, nerve stuff and whatever. But can you imagine? And they're pills. It's morphine pills.
Right.
That he takes. Which is, like, first of all, what year is it that someone's giving you morphine pills?
Jesus Christ.
And that's real. And that you're taking 60 milligrams a day.
You know what, though? If I was that old,
fuck it.
Give it over.
I'm over it. I don't want no pain.
Give me all the morphine you can. You know, I saw...
God, we're going to live forever.
No, I saw a commercial the other day, and it was just like a heart medication commercial or whatever. But it was just like these two older people, and they're just walking and talking, and then they're talking about, oh, like, you have chest pain or whatever, and then you have to take all these other things. Take this thing, and it'll, like, you know, what's the word? Lessen, like the symptoms of but it was basically just saying, like, this isn't gonna, like, help anything really. It's just gonna, like, balance these other medications that you take out, kind of a thing. And I got in this, like, weird loop where I was like, oh my God, like, I am terrified of getting old. I'm so scared of being that old, where it's like I have to take heart medication, cholesterol, whatever, blah, blah, and then this thing just to balance out the dizziness that I feel from this medication. And then this.
Right. And then I have to take arthritis medication to open the cap to the pills.
Oh my God, kill me. Kill me.
I don't know, though. I think
that's why they're so grumpy and fucking evil.
Yeah.
They're just in pain all the time.
No,
miserable.
Definitely. Put them down. I've said this from day one. I've said put them down.
Put them down.
They don't want to, but
no, they're so scared. They're so scared.
They're clinging.
So scared.
But I mean, if they're having a good time and contributing and, like, being nice and
love ya.
Yeah, do
no
your
problem.
Thing. You know, if they're, like, voting, you know, for
like good people.
Yeah. Great. Keep them around.
No,
let them bake
you know what
cake.
they do? You know what they do? You know what my favorite thing old people do is? They always talk about how technology just doesn't work for them. Do you hear that a lot from old people? They're like, me and technology, like, it just doesn't, it never works for me.
I don't hear that from old people as much as I hear it from, like, middle-aged younger people. Like,
I hear it from, like, 60 plus.
I hear it from, like, the 20s who are like, or like maybe the teens or whatever who are, like, saying it as sort of a placeholder for a facet of personality.
Wow.
You know, like, oh, I don't get technology. Like, it's
but like, that's like a different thing, because that's like, I just don't get it. I'm like,
no, it's not like, oh, I don't own a TV though. You know, it's different. It's a different type of person.
All right.
It's like it's the same type of thing, only a young person taking it. Which is like, no, you get it. If you're a competent, breathing young person, like, you know how this intuitive piece of technology works.
It just drives me nuts. Like, these older people
can't learn that.
They're just like, well, it's not even just like, I get that it's not intuitive to you because you didn't grow up with it, right? Like, it's something that we kind of grew up with. I understand that.
Sort of. Not really.
I mean, we were at, like, the last age of that, though. We were at the last point because we didn't have really internet when we were kids.
I didn't have a computer.
Yeah, we didn't have internet, and we had to, like, call people. Like if we called people, it was like
terrible.
By the phone. We had to memorize their numbers and blah, 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 blah. Dial up, all that shit. So, like, I get if it's not intuitive for somebody who's older, but it's just the idea that they're, like, so mad at it and act like it's just, like, I don't know why, but it just doesn't work for me. It's like, no, you just have to learn it. Like, you're just not taking the time to learn about it.
One time my dad asked me how to open Word, and I just lost it. How to open the Word. Right.
No, I get it.
The icon was on his desktop.
You click on it.
I said, you click on it. He goes, I don't know. I said, I'm so sorry. I cannot help you any further.
If you can't do that, I think it's a lost cause. I think it's done. If you're confused
by me telling you to click on this icon that says Word to open Word, what do you think you're going to do from there? What do you think he's going to happen?
He can't do anything. Okay, he's not going to do anything, okay? One of these people that I'm talking about that just drove me insane, she was like, Lady, get in here. I don't understand. And so I go in there and I'm like, okay, what's the problem? And she's like, I've been trying to put my card in here for the last half an hour and it's not working. And I go, oh, okay, let me see what you did. So, you know, when you buy something online and it says, like, there's, like, those fields, right? And they say, like, card holder's name. Yeah. You put your name. And it says the card number. And then it says the expiration date. Like, it goes.
Yes.
Right. She didn't. She decided to just not do that.
Nobody reads anymore.
They don't read it. So she just put her card number in like a random spot. And then in the place where she was supposed to put.
It just doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work.
It's not working for. I don't know. I don't understand.
Jesus Christ.
And then the spot that was where you're supposed to put the numbers, she just wrote Nordstrom.
What?
And I was like, what?
Why would you even think that would work?
So to me, I'm like, this is beyond my help because you don't understand like basic things.
There's something missing, like a connection missing there. That's like, I can't help you restore that.
And you know what she said?
Or build that.
So she actually asked me this and I started laughing. As soon as I saw that, I couldn't help myself. I started laughing at her. And then I was like, okay, well, what you need to do is read what it says and put that in. And then she was like, oh. But then she asked for something else too. She was like, something's not working. And I think I'm going to call the company. And I was just like, never call the fucking company. Just work it out. Figure it out for yourself. She's like, no.
Take 1 minute.
No. She didn't want to do that.
No, let me inconvenience
everybody else.
Everyone
We've
around
talked about
me.
This before.
Old people. It's old people. Let me inconvenience everyone around me for something that I don't want to figure out.
For like 2 seconds. Like, it'll take you just a couple minutes even to just figure this thing out for yourself. No,
it doesn't work for me. It doesn't like me.
So she did something else like that. And I was like, you know what? I can't, I can't really help you. And her response was like, wow, I was told that you knew what you were doing with technology, but apparently you don't. And I was like, you know what? I guess I don't. Because I'm done.
You gotta
with
cut
that.
your losses at that one.
So now I just act like I don't know anything because I'm like, I'm not helping you understand what reading something that says you put your name here. If you don't grasp that conceptually, like we're done. I can't help you with technology.
There was a gentleman, actually not a gentleman. He was rather rude. He was a Kiwi, which
Kiwi. Have we talked about this before?
Oh yeah.
That Kiwis are like really weirdly rude.
But no, he was like a dick.
Like actually just a dick.
Yeah, he was like straight up. They're not. Kiwis can be like passive,
They're just like rude, like but kind of in a way that's like
and like.
Oh, I don't think you were trying to be rude, but you just like sounded rude.
Maybe they just speak their mind.
I think they do just speak their mind, and like culturally, there's just
there's no filter.
There's just
Well, this guy came down. So I'm working at this like little hotel.
Mm-hmm.
This guy comes down with his fucking rider, and he's pissed, old guy, about all of the amenities we don't have.
Uh-oh.
And it's like, when you book a hotel, like you see,
You can see all
you can
of
see
that.
everything for yourself. And
Right.
you're a grown-ass man. Like, I'm not gonna... And, you know, my manager and the other people were just, like, very accommodative
Placating.
of him. Yes. I don't put up with that shit.
No, I hate it.
If you're a grown-ass man acting like a baby, I'm not gonna baby you. You're a grown-ass man.
They're all babies. We talked about that.
Well, I wanted to whip him. That's what I wanted. And I think I should have. Because he comes down... the management had, like, left him a note, apparently, and, like, set up another room for him at, like, a hotel with, like, all of the amenities he wanted, like, for free, a block away from ours. And he comes down with, like, the note saying that and starts pointing out some grammar errors or something.
Oh, my God.
And I stopped him right there. I was like, sir. Like, this clearly is not about anything reasonable. If you have something that you need from me, I would be happy to, like, get you a towel.
Right, I can get you stuff.
I obviously, like, you're going to places, you're gonna have a problem wherever you go. Like, that's probably pretty clear by the 4 fucking lists you sent down of things that are wrong. One of them was ran out of tissues.
Oh my God. How many tissues are you using?
There's like 4 rolls of toilet paper in there too.
Yeah, like what is that all about?
This guy was a dick.
Don't you want to say to these people though, because they're like, everything is wrong and everything sucks, and it's like, maybe you're the one who's wrong.
Right, yeah. If you're going, like, if every hotel
is
you
a
go
problem
to isn't up to your standards,
like you have the problem.
Maybe it's your standards.
It's your standards.
Or, like, you know, I think Sarah Silverman has a joke about, like, if everyone is always... Oh, fuck.
Can't remember it.
I can't remember, but it's...
But it's about this?
Yeah. I'll have her tell it next episode.
Yeah, okay.
We'll
just get her
on.
Just get her on real quick.
Hey, if you could kill a comedian... No, sorry. If you could kill a no.
Okay.
If you could kill a comedian to bring an alive comedian or a dead comedian back.
Who would I kill and who would I bring back?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, can I be real?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd probably kill Gabriel Iglesias.
Oh, that's a good one.
And I'd bring back George Carlin.
That's great. I was actually also going to say Carlin.
Oh, that's cute.
And I was going to say, I can't remember her name. I think it's Eliza Schlescher? Eliza?
Wait. Are you talking about the one that I'm talking? Wait.
She's like, does a gopher voice sometimes. She goes, like, I don't know what she does.
Okay, I revise my answer, and I'm gonna go for the girl who did Nanette.
Hannah Ababop.
Gatsby or something.
It's not that.
Hannah, look up Nanette and just enjoy the uncomfortable hour and a half of...
It is uncomfy.
It is horrible
it's not
to watch.
Great.
It is...
I mean, if you're into that sort of stuff,
I mean,
you're probably not listening to this podcast.
You're probably not listening to this, and we shouldn't really be mean about comedians because, like...
They're so sensitive.
They're so sensitive. No, but it's hard to get up in front of people and make a bunch of jokes and...
Oh, cry me a river.
I get it.
Cry me. It's like the supermodels being like, "Don't take pictures of me."
Okay, we talked about that. Yeah, it's so fucking stupid.
Fuck off. Oh, I do want to tell you another hotel guest story.
Okay.
That I didn't really get into. And I was also telling my husband this story, and I kind of buried the lead to both of you. I don't know why. I was so wrapped up in how this guy was speaking when...
That you didn't really, explain it properly?
Yeah, so this, I'm assuming Australian guy comes down.
Why? Why is that assumption?
He was dirty and, had some teeth missing.
So that means Australian?
Yeah, he didn't even have an accent.
I think he texted me Australian as well, and so I immediately thought, oh, he had an Australian accent.
No, I'm kidding. He of course had an Australian accent. But he had an Australian accent. Whatever. I checked this gentleman in a few days prior,
Do you see this?
I'm sorry to stop this story, but is that pussy sweat?
That's pussy sweat.